Today, Tuesday, the 15th of April 2025, we have some handpicked match prediction to share with you, which of course will be backed up by some stats and analytics to help you make your picks in the list to boost your winning by a greater percent. And before we proceed to the games of today, we want to say to those of you who want to have access to our handpick event, which we share to members only, especially games for the corner kicks, as well as game for goal match picks, and also to take advantage of the match tutorials we share to members only, then you want to make sure to subscribe to the Level 2 Pro plan or Level 3 Master plan to have access to these features to take your winning to the next height. To those of you who want to join, the link is below this video description. So without wasting time, let's look at the event we have to share with you today. And before we proceed, we want to say congratulations based on the event on Sunday for registered huge win rate. And also to our members, congratulations to you all for the games provided for the corner kick event and goals possibility for registered win rate. Very excellent. And before we proceed to the games of today, let's first of all look at the event we had on Sunday and the win rate, how they were excellent. Let's proceed with the result on Sunday before looking at today's event. Let's proceed. Congratulations based on the event we shared with you on Sunday the 13th. Of course, we registered a very high win rate and I will share with you all the result, especially also to our members, to those who have subscribed to the membership package plan, the Level 2 or Level 3 Master plan. Congratulations to you all as well for all the results we shared with you in terms of corner kicks, especially where all wins. And also we make subsequent win in terms of the live strategy we shared to members only. And I will make another video to share with you the result of what we have. Congratulations to all our members for registered very huge wins as well. So based on all the events I'll be sharing with you that run on Sunday, I will make a mix of all the results. Some of them will be for members only result, as well as the result we shared to everyone. So I will just go directly with the first one here. We looked at Netherlands in the Eerste Divisie. We looked at Cambo against Jong Utrecht. We looked at 1.5 or 2.5 goal, ended as 3 against 1, a total of 4 goals. Successful and congratulations. In the next, we looked at Scotland in the Premiership, Aberdeen against Rangers. This was one of the events we shared for corner kicks to members only. And we looked at Aberdeen to have corner kicks between 2 to 4 corners and 5. Of course, Aberdeen ending up having a total of 6 corner kicks, as you can see here. Congratulations. It was successful. This was members only pick. Looking at the next, we looked here at Vietnam in the V-League. We looked at Nam Dinh against Ho Chi Minh. We looked at least 1.5 goal, ended as 1 against 1. Successful. Congratulations. In the next, we looked at Championship Women of Scotland, Hibernian against Hart. We looked at 1.5 and 2.5 goal. It ended as 2 against 1. A total of 3 goals were scored. Successful. In the next, we looked at Germany in the second Bundesliga. We looked at Paderborn against Düsseldorf. This was the members only match prediction picks. And we looked at corner kicks for the home team between 2 to 4 corner kicks. And we said that members should go for 3.5 corners in full time. It ended as 4 corner kicks, making it a success. Congratulations. In the next, we looked at Oberliga North of Germany. We looked at Mansdorf against the opponent. And we said that there will be the possibility of Mansdorf to win, and as well as huge number of goals, 1.5 and 2.5 goal. It ended as 11 goals. Successful. Congratulations. In the next, we looked at, in the Italy Serie B, Cesena against Frosinone. In this event, it was a members only match prediction, especially for corner kick. We looked at Cesena to have corner kicks at least between 2 to 4 corner kicks. It ended up for Cesena having a total of 6 corner kicks, a huge successful event. Congratulations to members who received that event for corners. We look at the next in the Westliga of Latvia, Tukum against Riga. We looked at the possibility of 1.5 and 2.5 goals. All cases were true, successful. Congratulations. In the next, we looked at Portugal in the Liga Portugal. We looked at Vizela against Avelka. This was a members only match prediction pick for corner kicks. And we said that the home team, Vizela, is going to have at least between 2 to 5 corner kicks. And we looked at 3.5 and 4.5 corners. It ended up having 9 corner kicks, making it a huge success. And we also followed this with the live corner kick strategy, which we have shared to members only. And all members for this particular game played for live event registered wins. Congratulations. In the next, we looked at Scotland Championship, Glasgow City against Motherwell. This was also members only match prediction pick, where we looked at the possibility of 1.5 and 2.5 goals. It ended as 4, successful, and congratulations. In the next, we looked at Czech Republic in the Fortuna League, Sparta Prague against Madla Boleslav, and we said that the home is going to lead as well as 1.5 goal. All cases were true, successful. In the next, we looked at Netherlands in the Eredivisie, where we looked at Williams against Ajax. We said there will be the possibility of Ajax to lead as well as 1.5 and 2 goals over. All cases were true. Congratulations, it was successful. In the next, we looked at Nigeria in the NPFL. We looked at 2 games. All cases were for double chance, and all the cases were true. The home had double chance, and the away also double chance. The odds were good, successful. All cases were true. Aqua United had 1-1. Remo had a draw. That's a double chance, successful. In the next, we looked at Portugal in the Campeonato. We looked at 2 events here, Brito and G. Juan, and we looked at 1.5 goal. This was members only match prediction pick. It was successful. Congratulations. And the next one was Victoria Guimarães against SC Viennes, where we looked at 1.5 or 2 goals over. All cases were true, successful. In the next, we looked at Super League of Greece, Panathinaikos against PAOK, where we looked at the home leading and as well as 1.5 or 2 goals over. All cases were true, successful. In the next, we looked at Peru in the First Liga. This was a game shared for members only. And we looked at Sporting Cristal against Cusco. We said there will be the possibility of Sporting Cristal to have a lot number of corner kicks. It ended having 13 corner kicks in full time, making it a huge success. We also followed this live as well and record another win ticket for this event, which we had consecutive 2 events in one single slip. We'll also share that with you in the next upload. And looking at the next here, we looked at Portugal in the Liga Portugal, Benfica against Oruca, where we looked at 1.5 and 2.5 goals, as well as Benfica to have corners. In this event, the case of goal were possible. 4 goals were scored, making it successful. And as well as the possibility of Benfica to have huge number of corners, it ended up having 11 corner kick in full time, making also a huge success. And these are the successful events we have, which we shared. That we have a massive win in terms of the win rate. The win rate percentage was very high. Congratulations to you all. And now let's proceed to the games we have to share with you today. So let's proceed. And now let's look at the event we have for you today. But before we proceed, I have a quick announcement to make. If you come here to the front page of our channel here in this section titled as the home section, you're going to see that we have members only video. These are match prediction picks we share to members only in terms of the top upcoming events and picks which we shared consecutively, frequently to our members in terms of goals match pick, corner kick events, straight wins, and so on. And we want to make sure that you also become a member of either the level 2 pro plan or the level 3 master plan to have access to members only match prediction picks to take your winning to the next height. Also, if you subscribe to become a member, you also have access to top-notch match prediction classes. For example, if you're a member of the level 2 pro plan, you also have access to the level 2 pro classes. That will give you access to the live match corner kick strategy we share to members only, as well as win strategy that will make you amazing win, never seen prediction strategy that you have never seen before, the straight win and comeback strategy for members only that will amaze you, the tactical straight win and 2.5 goal strategy for members only, and a 99% win rate strategy for members only. So once you enroll as a member that is taking part of the level 2 membership package plan, you have access to all our handpick events as well as level 2 pro classes all in one place. The link is below this video. But if you become a member of the level 3, you also have access to the level 3 master classes. This will give you access to even top-notch tutorials like the excellent corner kick strategy we have revealed to members only of the level 3 master. Also, the top secret AI tool we use to find games in terms of goal probability and straight win. Game changer corner kick strategy that reveal the top secret site we use to find corner kicks and how. And also, amazing AI tool we use, home and away win match prediction strategy explained step by step to members only of the level 3 master, as well as 2.5 goal strategy to use to beat the bookies and win even more. So once you become member of either the level 2 pro plan or the level 3 master plan, you have access to all of these tutorial classes in one place to start taking your winning to the next height. So that being said, now let's look at the first game we have to share with you. Looking at the first event, we looked at Armenia in the first league. We're looking at Ararat Yerevan against BK 2. In this event, of course, the performance of BK 2 in the recent event they've had have proved to be very amazing, scoring huge number of goals like 4, 1, and of course they also concede, but this is in the CF. They're looking mostly at the first league which they have had here. They are very good. You can see 2 goals, 2 goals, 4 goals recently. If you look at that of its opponent, on the other hand, they prove to concede very much with a weak defensive line, and of course they try to score between 1 and 3 goals in some events. Looking at the stand performance in terms of the recent event they've had, the performance of the away Bikema 2 have proved that the offense is good based on the way they sit here in the first place. They are toppling this table. 5 games played at the way, all the 5 lead, scoring 14 and conceding 4. That's a good offense and defense. If we look at that of the home in terms of its performance, the home have proved that the offensive trend is good, but the defense is not tight. They concede 13 goals in 5 games played, and they have scored 10. And looking at this, we want to look at 2 major picks in full time. Looking at every explanation here, we are looking at the way Bikema to be the upper hand to lead as one of the major pick. But of course, 1.5 goal is our major pick for this particular event, since both sides want to impress, causing more shoot on and off target. So at least the possibility of 1.5 goal is our major pick for this event in full time. Looking at the next, we looked at England in the Professional Developmental League. We are looking at Millwall U21 against Krill U21. The performance of Millwall in the recent event they have proved to be very amazing, scoring 4-3, 4-3 in the recent gameplay they have had. That's a very high offensive strength, and they do concede as well as much. If you look at that of its opponent, Krill also on the other hand is a very high scoring capacity team and also a very good conceding team, conceding huge number of goals in the recent event they have had. This time, these two are coming to meet, and looking at the strength of its form by the home and away, you're going to see that the home Millwall, in terms of the performance of the home, have proved that they sit on the 3rd place on another group with a very high scoring capacity. They've had 5 games played at home, all the 5 lead, scoring 16 and conceding 5. That's a good offensive trend. And of course, the defense also is not that very tight. If you look of its opponent, on the other hand, they have also proved that the offensive trend here sits here on the 11th position. The defense is not very tight, but the offense proved that they do score at least 1 goal in each event. But the defensive line is very weak. And looking at everything in place, we want to look at 2 major picks here in full time. For this particular event, one side proved to concede very much, and the offense of one of the other side, which is the home team, proved to be very amazing. And since they are coming to meet for this tournament, both sides want to impress to see how they can have a good position. And the fact that the home have very great offense and the away with a weak defense, we are looking at least the possibility of goals. 1.5 going full time or 2 goals over is our major pick for this particular event in full time. In the next, we looked at Latvia in the Vessel Liga. In this event, we are looking at Grobina with ROFS. In this event, the home team have proved to score as much and also concede very much. In recent event, they have had scoring 2, conceding 4, scoring 3, conceding 2. That's a good scoring capacity and offense, and weak defense in recent event they have had. ROFS also on the other hand have proved to score at least between 1 to 2 goals and also concede at least 1 to 2 goals. You can see conceding 1, scoring 2, conceding 1, scoring 2, conceding 1. Both sides are good at offense, and the defense also is not very tight. Looking at the stand performance in terms of the recent event they have had, the form of the home have proved that they sit in the 10th place. The defensive line is weak and the offense is good. They have just had 3 games played at home, scoring 6. That's an average of 2 goals scored per game, conceding 7, also conceding at least 2 goals. That is conceding 2 goals per each event as well. That's offense is good, defense is weak. If we look also at that of its opponent in terms of the recent event they have had, regards that is ROFS, proof that the offense is good and defense is not tight. They have had 4 goals scored in 3 games played, conceding 3, making both sides wanting to impress. And we are looking at 2 major picks in full time. For this particular event, both of the 2 sides have good scoring capacity, and the conceding power also is not very tight. And since both sides are coming to impress, there will be more shoot on and off target because they want to impress, resulting to at least the possibility of 1.5 going full time or 2 goals over is our major pick for this particular event in full time. Looking at the next, we looked at England in the Women's Super League. Here we are looking at Arsenal women against Leicester women. Arsenal women in recent event they have proved to be very amazing, scoring 3, scoring 4 in the recent event they have had in the Super League women and also in the Champions League women. The recent performance have proved to be very amazing. The that of Leicester, on the other hand, proved to concede very much, conceding 3, 2, and 3 in the recent event they have had, and also 4 conceded goals. In the Super League of women itself, their performance have proved to be very conceding. And Arsenal, with a very high strength in this particular tournament, have proved that the stand performance of Arsenal is the one leading this table. They sit on the first place. They've had 5 games recently at home, all the 5 lead, scoring 22 goals and 3 goals conceded. That's an average goal score rate of about 4 goals per each event, making it a very high offensive team and good defense. But if we look at that of Leicester, on the other hand, the defensive line, in terms of away, proof that they are very poor. They've had 5 games at away, no lead. They have conceded 14 goals, giving an advantage of Arsenal with a strong power to take advantage of this weak defense to score goals and to lead. As a result, we look at 2 major picks in full time. For this particular event, Arsenal have proved to be very offensive, and the strength of its opponent, that is the strength of Arsenal in terms of the striking power, is very high, taking advantage of the weak defense of the way. So we look at Arsenal to lead as one of the major picks, and we also want to look at 1.5 going full time or 2 goals over for this particular event in full time. And to those of you who want to have access to more games, and as well as our corner kick events we share to members only, then you want to make sure to access the Level 2 Pro membership package plan to have access to members only match prediction picks with huge odds to take your winning to the next height. And also having access to our top-notch tutorial classes is amazing. You want to make sure to enroll to the Level 2 or the Level 3 masterclass to have access to these features to take your winning to the next level. To those of you who want to join, the link is below this video description. Good luck and see you again in the next upload, and bye-bye for now.